I wish someone taught me how to do this before I started my brand. What is up, guys? It is Campbell here and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's part 2 of my bootcamp series on how to start a clothing brand from scratch and how to sell out your first drop. Today we are working on the social media setup and Oh my god. I can't speak, I literally can't. Today we're gonna work on the social media setup, and there is 3 key points: finding out the right platforms to use as a beginner, what username you should pick, and your bio structure. So subscribe and like, and let's get into it. So guys, there's heaps of social media platforms out there on your phones and the internet and stuff like that, but there's only 2 main platforms that you need to use at the start of your brand as a beginner. But once you get bigger in followers, guys, you want to branch off to more social medias to get your clothing brand out to the more platforms and more people. So here are the 2 sources you need for your clothing brand. Number 1, TikTok. This source is very easy to go viral on from your reels that you post on your clothing brand, and a lot of people stroll on it on the daily. Number 2, Instagram. Instagram has a really good structure for your highlights and stories, and even a good structure for your bio. And I'm pretty sure, guys, Instagram lets you put your clothing brand's website link in the bio. I don't think TikTok does, but let me know if I'm wrong. Alright guys, if you watch part 1 of my bootcamp series, you'll know I'm making my own brand as well for you guys as an example. I'm not going to be selling anything, doing much posts, but it's just an example to show you guys how to start kind of clothing brand as well. And if you didn't watch part 1, guys, I chose static clothing. Here's my logo. I also got another one, which is static clothing, stay real, stay static. I'm pretty sure it is. So today we're only going to be doing a Instagram account just because it has a better structure, so I can show you how to do the bio, the highlights, and all of that. So much easier to show you guys, but also basically do the same thing on TikTok. Let's get into it. Alright guys, I'm on my other phone and I'm on Instagram. It's telling me to make a username, and this is actually one of the key points you want to look out for, because if your clothing brand one like static clothing is unavailable, you still want to make it as neat as possible. So let's see if static clothing is available. Alright guys, this shows a good example. It's actually not available, so I'm actually kind of happy about that, so I can show you examples on how to make it better as well. So let's get into it. First up, guys, we're going to try like static dot clothing. Maybe that will work. That also didn't work, guys, so there's still kind of a few options you can do. Alright guys, I tried static clothing, static dot clothing, static clothing brand, and now I did static clothing store, which is actually pretty neat, so that has worked. We're going to press next on that, and that only shows up at the top, that little top one, so it's not too important because your name, you can do it whatever. Alright guys, I'm up to the profile picture now. It's telling me to add one, so let me add a picture, and I think, guys, I'm just going to go with the normal one, static clothing with the stars around it. So yeah, as you can see there, that looking pretty neat. Alright guys, we are finally in here. As you can see, I've got no name or no bio. So first up, we're going to add a name because we can do anything we want. I think I might be able to do just static, and that'll be pretty sick if I can do that. Let me try. Alright guys, we just changed it to static, and it's already looking much better. As you can see here, at the top it says static clothing store, and over here it says static. So it's already looking clean as hell. Next up, we're going to add my bio. So guys, in part 1, we used ChatGPT to make our slogan, so I'm going to use ChatGPT again to make our bio and see what we can work with here. So we're just going to ask, make me a Instagram bio for my clothing brand, static clothing, including my slogan, stay real, stay static. Alright guys, now that's just going to generate me maybe a few of them, and we'll check them out. Alright guys, it hasn't gave me 2 good ones, I can't lie. It's just giving me a bunch of like kind of slogan things. So I'm going to make my own because I do have a good idea. Alright guys, I just finished my bio. The annoying thing is it's not letting my bio stack words like that, if that makes sense. I'll show an example here of my account. So it's all just one line, but I've separated it in lines and dashes and stuff. But here it is. It says, stay real, stay static as a slogan, and then it says shop now at staticClothing.com, which is obviously not a real store because it's not an actual link. But yeah, that's how the store is looking so far right now. I'm going to post a few stories just to show you what the highlights can look like. And as a highlight profile picture, you should use a different logo or somehow make it smaller. Like, just make it that little different, you know. Alright guys, just for example, I'm just going to post my logo on the story so I can make a bunch of highlights with that logo on it. Alright guys, here's what the account is looking like. There's all my highlights. I got the different logo on it, you can't really see, but we got the one with the slogan in it. But we got a Shopify one, so if I post Shopify stories, customers one, and then we got a clothing one. If I post photos of my clothes, I can put it in there. I don't have to have them specific ones. You don't even have to have highlights. It's just, I recommend it to make your store look all neat like this. And guys, I reckon I might do a few posts in the future in next videos just to show you some examples on how it's going to look and stuff like that, just so you guys know. But remember guys, I'm just doing an Instagram as an example. I recommend getting TikTok as well. I do have both Instagram and TikTok for my clothing brand, Graphic Clothing. This is just a test. I'm just doing Instagram just because it has a better structure, if you know what I mean. And guys, I'm also going to show you an example of my clothing brand, Graphic Clothing, how it's looking right now. Because when you want to do posts of your clothes and stuff, you kind of want to all keep the same color, similar background and stuff, so it's all neat. And then you want to take your reels off your grid, and so you have a separate section. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just yapping, but I'll show you. Alright guys, we're on Graphic Clothing right now. As you can see, mine is stacked like that. The world is yours, my slogan. And we got some stuff about my t-shirt and my track pants, and then I got the link to my website there. And then these are all my highlights, guys. As you can see, I got clothing, Shopify, but then I also got questions, which I'll show you real quick. This is just all questions I've posted and stuff like that. And then we got group chat, which is all the links to my group chat. And this is what I mean, guys. On your post, you want to keep it all just photos of your thing. You know what I mean? Just keep it very simple, very clean. All very similar, guys. And then as you can see no reels here. So if you swipe over here, this is where you can find all my reels and all the videos and ads I've posted, because I have taken it off the grid. I'll show you an example here. Alright guys, we've got all my posts here, but we've also got a reel here, as it's making it look just a little bit out of place. So if you tap on your reel here, tap the three dots. Oh, tap on your reel here, tap the three. So if you tap on your reel here, tap the three dots, and you press remove from main grid, and it will completely remove it from here and put it all into your reel section, which it is right there. So it's always going to still be there, guys, just off the main grid, just to make it all, you know, neat and stuff. But guys, I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the bootcamp series, and hopefully you learned something about it, because today was the social media setup, and in part 3, we're going to be designing our first product and how to do it, what apps, stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe and like. Let me know how your clothing brand is so far going. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.